great halls of their house, there are assembled three who hope to one day be the world's greatest driving heroes. Created from the cosmic legends of the universe comes our team captain, the Vision, Bill Fisher. Their soon-to-be Wonder Woman, Vicky Fisher, and our Batman, the master of tools, gadgets, and all things mechanical, our mild-mannered, soon-to-be billionaire, Alan Danvers. Their mission: to fight injustice, share what is right and wrong, to get you out of your house and come out racing with them and serve all mankind. They are the Garage Heroes in Training Team.
Welcome to the Garage Heroes in Training podcast. I'm going to be the host for this episode. My name is Bill. Nobody else is hosting. So we are going to try to catch up with the Lemons Rally. That's the Escape from Moscow Rally, which will go from nominally Moscow, Pennsylvania, actually more near Scranton at the Montage Ski Resort. And then we'll head its way through a long and winding road down all the way to the Road Atlanta event next weekend at the Lemons 24-hour Lemons race. And this is a unique situation where you have cars that are mostly street cars, some race cars, and they will be going through everywhere that they can possibly go and trying to collect different points for their entry and for checkpoints. So with that, we're going to try to catch up with this rally every evening. And for this one, we have Jeff Staub will be reviewing the Lemons Rally as the day went on, and we'll try to catch up with some teams at the events as best we can and try to give everybody a little slice of what it's like to be on a Lemons Rally. So with that, Jeff Staub will be coming on soon. Thanks.
So I'm here with, I got Charlie and I got the Princess Duridia in Lone Star from Spaceballs with me right now.
as well you should.
Yeah, exactly. So what do you want to know?
Well, we were just checking to see how the first day went. You started off in the Scranton area, started off at the ski mountain that we go to, Montage.
Yeah.
How did check-in go in this morning?
Oh, check-in went fine. We everybody, as usual, people don't park as you ask them to, but that's okay. And so you get to watch that everybody try to figure out where to park. You know, the driver's meeting went well. Most people listened. I stood on top of a bus, so that was pretty exciting. Never stood on top of a school bus before. Definitely the standouts, I think, are we have a 1946 truck that's actually a 1952 half-ton Ford with a 1986 Camaro transmission with a 1983 rear axle from a Camaro and a 1961 steering wheel. So that's one of our standouts.
So normal car.
Yeah, normal stuff. Yeah, it's made of everything.
Yeah.
Another big standout that people might have seen on the Instagram or on our Facebook page is it's a 2011 Mini Cooper that drew from Team Punch Raff. They cut the body panels off of a full-size Chevy van and then welded those body panels onto the Mini Cooper. And he did no further fabrication. So the full-size van, it's the complete length of a van. So it just sticks off another 16 to 15 feet off the back of the Mini Cooper.
Yeah, you could fit two under there for sure.
Yeah. So he's lost his rear axle or his rear bumper 4 or 5 times at this point. The back door also doesn't stay closed. So his significant other is terrified and convinced that they're going to fall out of the back of the van there.
Well,
what else? Yeah,
it wouldn't be the first one, you know. Sounds like
definitely not. So those are those are the ones that are standing out right now in my head. You know, obviously a school bus is interesting. We're enjoying the school bus. It's good to try to get it to go to different checkpoints, through the narrow roads of Pennsylvania, which I'm from Wisconsin, so I never really realized how narrow those roads are. The legislature of Pennsylvania, I question question if they care about their constituents with how close those telephone poles are to the road.
Well, you got to realize, once you're back east, all the roads here are mostly wagon roads that got paved. So
yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah,
it's still terrifying to drive in. The school bus is probably not having the greatest of times working its way through the roads here.
None of us do. So in case some of the listeners aren't familiar with the rally, what exactly is the rally? Why are you doing this, and what are you doing it for?
So the Lemons Rally is associated with the 24 Hours of Lemons, the race series. And really, it's just kind of a way to introduce people just to the 24 Hours of Lemons, I guess, franchise at this point. It's a more affordable way to hang out with a bunch of weirdos from the 24 Hours of Lemons crew. And the rally people are a little bit more unique, I guess you would say, than the people who would participate in the races. But basically, it's a scavenger hunt. Eric Root and I and a few other people, we come up with checkpoints all across the United States for people to try to figure out where they are, and they take photos with their at the checkpoint. And just like Lemons, we award points for theme and ridiculousness of car. And then we also come up with challenges. Like today we have the paper challenge, so you have to make your own paper. And the most entertaining version of that challenge I've heard today is someone's been chewing on toilet paper all day and spitting it into a cake tin to make paper.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So nothing can go wrong with that plan.
Nothing at all. So I think that's. Oh, go ahead.
So I'm looking at the scoreboard here. Believe it or not, there is a scoreboard for such rally, and you've got the Plymouth Valiant. Unless I'm scanning poorly, is in first place right now.
Yeah.
What's got them high on the scoreboard at this point in time?
So they brought a race car. They race at NJMP every year.
Yes, they do.
So they've done the Texas rally before, but they stay in character the entire time. They tell a lot of dad jokes, and every sentence out of their mouth is a pun. So if anyone before has ever driven in a race car on public roads for a long period of time, in my opinion, it is the most uncomfortable way to rally on the planet. And I drove an MG midget from Monterey to Canada.
So you would know uncomfortable then?
Correct. Yes.
Let's see. According to my calculations, which are always faulty, Team Punchrath in the mostly American-made minivan is in second place at this point.
Yep, that would be
showing.
That'd be the Mini Cooper with the full-size vans on top of it. And the reason that they're in second place right now is I actually judged it as two separate vehicles.
So they get twice the point?
Correct. I mean, I don't even know what, I don't know. It's very, I'm very rarely at a loss for words. And I just stood next to him and I just had nothing to say. Yeah,
we were having quite the conversation on Facebook on what that was, and Mini Cooper never came up as one of the choices.
Yeah, that's what's inside.
Okay. All right. And then I believe the only other team above 700 points right now, which obviously knowing Lemons points are very arbitrary, is the I Like Big Buses and I Cannot Lie 1990 school bus.
Correct. Driving a large vehicle, if anyone had paid attention to the Rust Belt Rally, we had 2 fire trucks, and that really just drove home the fact that driving a big vehicle on these rallies is just difficult because I don't really choose roads or routes that can really accommodate a normal car other than a school bus. And, they get 4.5 miles to the gallon. So they got a lot of bonus points just for the investment that they're putting into this rally just through fuel.
Okay. All right. Have we had any difficult starts for any of the teams? Have we had some mechanical issues as we always expect?
Yeah, the Star Chief, they were going through belts, and for some reason they didn't check if their alternator was still spinning. So they checked if everything else was still spinning and still moving freely, but they didn't check if their alternator was spinning freely. So they went through about 4 fan belts before they figured out that that the alternator was the issue. The Lincoln Continental Mark VI, I was told that they had engine issues, but I believe from reading their posts that they actually just ran out of gas. This is actually probably one of our better starts mechanically for a Lemons rally. I do know that the diesel Peugeot 505 broke down, but I haven't been able to get a hold of them to find out what exactly is wrong with them.
A Peugeot broke down? What?
Correct. The 505. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Specifically a diesel Peugeot.
Oh,
but that does mean that the gas powered Peugeot, the other 505, is still in the running.
Yeah. And the 505 on 505 violence, of course.
Yeah.
Well, speaking as someone who still is housing one of the failure to start people still at his home right now. Yes, it's still not running. So
okay, so Mr. Bish is still
Mr. Bish is still in Scranton. Yes.
Okay. I was wondering, I hadn't contacted him all day. So my coworker who's helping me out with the rally, Kevin, he just showed me a photo, and it's of the diesel Peugeot at the rubber factory checkpoint about 30 minutes ago. So it looks like they're back in the running.
They're back and running. Oh, very well.
Yeah, so that's impressive, and as just like in the race series, we are big fans of heroic fixes.
Or in the case of Mr. Bish, I can't fix it, and we're going to be towed back to Wampum, Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's officially blaming Dr. Florida Man Donnie for all of his woes with the Saab. Yeah,
I mean, most people do. Do. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure Donnie is responsible for the failure of my first marriage.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
So, Donnie, if you want to defend yourself, we'll be reconvening tomorrow night again at 8:00, and you can call in. I can provide you the call in, and you can defend yourself against Mr. Bish's accusations. He may still be on the way home with Vicky tomorrow because she's towing him back.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
And they may not be back in time, but I'm sure something will be transpired by then. So what do we have to look forward to tomorrow? Is there any highlights that you're foreseeing?
Well, tomorrow we got the actually all the checkpoints are pretty great tomorrow. What I'm really looking forward to is day 3. We're going to be at the flight memorial, and I'm encouraging people to incorporate their paper into a glider, and whoever throws their glider the farthest is going to be the winner. Also, there's some surprises for day 3. Where there's an option to take a ferry, which is it's a horrible idea to take the ferry.
Yes.
Because you can get stranded on Ocracoke if if winds go above 25 miles an hour, or the other issue is if you miss the ferry, you'll be stuck on the island overnight. So that one's pretty exciting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I believe at this one, I know we had a kickoff event. Is that kind of standard for the rally? Do we have a pre-rally kickoff event?
We've been doing that for the last 3 or 4 rallies, just so everybody can get to know each other and get to know the cars. Just like at a regular Lemons event, the judges don't help at all. We don't want to help you. And the participants have to rely on each other to, pull each other out of ditches or, come up with a repair. So by having that pre-rally meetup, I feel that it lets everybody figure out who's who.
And it gave us a place to leave Mr. Bish's car for the well, we're talking 24 hours plus and still going.
Yeah, so thanks to Circle Drive-In for providing storage for Randy Bish's car.
That's right. Excellent French fries if you're ever in the neighborhood. One of my favorites.
Yeah.
So is there I've heard rumor, I don't know how many entries you may have. I've heard rumor that there is a rental car class in the rally. Is this starting here, or is this participating in this rally?
We don't have any rental cars in this rally, but there is now a rental car class. That's pretty much set up. If you go to Hertz and you get a nicer car with low mileage, you're not looking at very many points. But if you go to like Uncle Joe's Stabby car rental Stabby place, and you get something like a Buick LeSabre with 150,000 miles on it, you're in the running for some historic rental car memorabilia for sure.
So being a rally veteran, what are the highlights that you remember from the years past rallies that some people are going to be shooting for at the next rally?
Well, I think if you're coming to win a trophy, I guess almost the Venn diagram is points overlapping with how uncomfortable you are.
Mhm.
And the more uncomfortable you are, the closer those circles come together to form a trophy.
Mhm.
So if you like, we have a team here in a mid 80s van, which is great. It looks like they might be registered as some kind of offender throughout the United States, but it's a great van, but vans are convenient.
Mhm.
On the Rust Belt Rally, we had a 1974 Triumph with no top. That's uncomfortable. You're gonna do well
Mhm.
if you're running one of those. My friend Kevin and I, Eric Rude, has described us as luxury sized.
Mhm.
We like to bring very, very small cars. In the second Hell on Wheels rally, we brought an MG midget with no top and strapped about 1,000 pounds of equipment to it, destroying the drivetrain. But we still finished the rally. And
Mhm.
even with that much pain, we finished in third place,
Mhm.
mostly because we crashed in Seattle.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah.
I do remember a certain car that was made waterproof and turned into a what's called a lukewarm tub, I believe.
Yes, that was at the first Colorado rally. That was Bob and Kevin, and I actually asked them. It was a working hot tub, like the water was warm. It ran off the heater core, but we figured out it had about 8,000 pounds of water in it, and I did not want them going up Pikes Peak with 8,000 pounds of water in the passenger compartment of their car.
Mhm.
But definitely one of my favorites.
Okay. So what's going on in the festivities this evening? What do we have going on at this point right now in the day? It's 8:15 p.m. and is everybody pretty much winding down for the evening, or is
Yeah, we're at the meetup at the Broad Axe in Hagerstown. I'd say there's 10 or 15 teams here, and the staff is confused because there's horrible cars parked out front. But they're being kind enough to serve us food and drinks.
that's all that can be asked for in this.
Yeah.
We did after we did our first attempt to handle Mr. Bish's car last night. I'm driving home after getting some parts to go attempt to do it again today, and I see a 1950 something car parked outside a cigarette bar with a big Lemons Rally sticker on it, and I'm trying to figure out who it was, but it was quite fun. Might have been Rusty's Racers.
What color was it? Oh yeah, that's the Rusty's guys. So they drove all the way up from Virginia and made it to registration with about 15 minutes to spare. They're rally veterans. They've been on, I think, 3 or 4 at this point, but they're always a lot of fun.
Yep. It's just you don't expect to see a Lemons Rally sticker on a car parked outside 3 blocks from our house going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Well, we're spreading like a cancer.
So what do you think the percentage of people who've made it to the end for today at this point, 8:00 in the evening? What do you think? How are you doing?
Well, I think there's still people out there gathering checkpoints. We don't have like a specific time that you have to finish the day.
Mhm.
I'll score you out, and I'll wake up in the morning at like 6 a.m. and score out folks that haven't finished quite yet. And so I would say that it looks like all the cars are running still. So I think that we're still at 100% participation rate at this point.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Very well, sir. Is there anybody else who wants to jump onto this craziness, or are we going to call this one in the evening?
Anybody want to talk to the podcast? You want to? Sure. Yeah, okay. Here, now here's one of the team members here, and they can introduce themselves.
Very well. Thank you, sir.
How you doing? This is Corey.
Hey, Corey, how's your rally going this year?
Rally's going fantastic. Meeting
What are you
lots of
driving?
people. We're in a R350. It's
Ah.
not quite a minivan, not quite a station wagon. Really, the worst of both worlds. And it's an old Mercedes, so all sorts of odd things are breaking on it.
So what has transpired today so far for your team?
So our team, let's see, we got to see a lot of neat sights. We didn't make it over to the dam. We tried to fake it, but apparently we got caught. Where else did we go? We saw
Cheating
So
on a Lemons event.
Trying to keep
It's
track of
unheard
everything we saw. To go through the pictures, look through all these old houses, factories, and ruins that we saw around the Pennsylvania area, and of course a couple of our compatriots broken down.
Yes,
but they seem to work things out.
Cool. So is this the first one for you, or have you been here many times?
This is our second rally. We did the Rust Belt Rally, which was fantastic over the summer. Went through some wonderful areas such as Gary, Indiana, Detroit, all the beautiful parts of the country.
So you're a Lemons protester in support of the return of Saturn?
My wife was, I think she got.
Oh, lost you. Come back. Oh, I think we have technical difficulties.
You said you lost
there
your sound.
Oh, we're back.
We're back. Okay, excellent.
Excellent.
Oh, no, I was saying, my wife made the 11 o'clock news in that protest.
Excellent. We probably saw that. That was awesome.
Yeah.
So looking forward to tomorrow, looking forward to being over. What's the verdict right now?
Tomorrow's will be another great day of, 11, 12 hours on the road and seeing a lot of new sights.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, we will check in again tomorrow evening and see how things are going. This is our trying to update and give people a little piece of what the rally feels like. Why would they want to join you guys and girls?
It's for people who really just enjoy driving, enjoy seeing parts of America that you never get to see, and hanging out with a lot of friendly people who are into the car hobby and just really enjoy getting on the road and pretty much anything that runs.
Do you have any requests? If somebody could put a car together, you want to see
the cars that show are so creative that I couldn't even imagine some of the things that show up on this rally. It's I'd like to see more sports cars of the dilapidated type, but we're seeing all sorts of creative things that I've never thought should even be running. Basically, if you see it on the side of a house and it doesn't look like it should be running, it's eligible.
That's the one. All right. Who's theming the hardest right now, in your opinion?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Who's theming the hardest at this point?
Who's theming the hardest? Who'd you say? Theming or scheming?
Either one. They're both the same. Both. What do you think?
Which team? The Great Race?
Yeah, where they have the race cars.
No. Who in the okay? Yeah, no. Who's theming the hardest? I don't know. We've seen a lot of great costumes and a lot of great cars, and some characters that are just really enjoyable to watch. One of them I can't quite describe. The steampunk crew. Who are they?
Oh, nice.
This morning. Yeah.
That's awesome.
We had a steampunk crew this morning that looked really good, and then we got some crazy family in a school bus.
Ah, yes, the school bus.
Yeah, which I actually haven't seen since this morning, so I don't know if they're stuck on trying to make a 3-point turn somewhere around the these tight roads.
Yeah. Did you make it to the kickoff event last night at the drive-in?
Yes, we did. We made it to the kickoff. We got to see some of our famous YouTubes up on the big screen. They played.
Yes. I don't know why that drive-in is so tolerant of us, but we say thank you every time we go.
They were super friendly, so we're happy to support them.
Yep, they're good. They're a good bunch of people, and we enjoy having a drive-in this close to home. So, excellent, sir. Well, no breakdowns today, or was today uneventful?
No breakdowns. Certainly the car is a little worse for the wear than it started on the trip, but it's still running well. We lost our radio. That's probably the biggest casualty of the trip for us so far.
So far, if you're going to lose something, the radio's not too terrible. We can figure something out around that.
Well, it won't keep us stranded, but then we have to talk to each other for 12 hours. But we'll make it work.
There is that as an option. So who's your partner in crime for the rally?
My wife.
Oh, excellent.
Yes, my wife Phyllis.
Excellent. Well, good luck to you both. Hope you have a great time tomorrow, and try to get some rest tonight.
What's
that? No worries.
It's Princess Vespa.
Princess Vespa. Oh, very nice.
Yes.
Oh, I do know that. Okay.
Yes. There you go. Yes, the Jewish princess.
Yeah, absolutely. We understand. Excellent,
absolutely. Okay, I'll pass the phone on back.
Okay, great.
Hold on.
How you doing?
Good. Sounds like you guys are having a great time. Going to do it again tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
All right, very well. Well, it was good checking in, and you guys have a great time, and we will get this out, and you'll have something to listen. Well, they won't have anything to listen to. They don't have a radio, but everybody else will.
All right, fantastic. Well, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right. Thank you, Jeff. Have a great
Bye-bye.
rally. Bye.
Bye-bye.